And roll 'em. It is now the 28th of March, okay? And baseball season is starting, and I just found out I'm out of a computer for the whole weekend. It's going to be 4 or 5 days. I asked the lady, where are you? She says, India. I said, thank you very much. She's from India. I said, I'm without a job. I'm in Canada. What are you doing in India? She says, I'm looking for your box. I go, oh, you haven't sent it yet? No, we haven't sent it yet. I says, you're only looking on your computer. You don't. Are you by FedEx? She says, no. I says, okay, let me go to FedEx and pick it up. Oh, we can't let you do that. Let me go to your office and pick it up. Oh, we can't let you do that. I go, where's your office? She says, India, we're only a telephone system. Thousands, probably 20, 30, 40,000 people are being hired outside of Canada. 40,000 people that are in this province right now where their jobs are in other countries for no other reason than saving $3.99 an hour. Saving $4.99 an hour. If they're doing this, they must have 100,000 people. 100,000 at $5 an hour. Okay, it's $500,000 an hour. 15 hours a day, $7 million a day, 365 days a year. They save $1 billion. $1 billion taken out of some people's hands. Well, what about this and what about that? And it's 100,000 of theirs. Well, they wouldn't eat. No, everyone eats. Run the company, run the ship, feed everybody. You can do it. We can do it. We can do it for a minimum cost. I don't know what the answer is right now. I know you can ask me the question, but I would only sit down and shoot it with some people to figure out which way to go. Because even if I had the right answer right now, my answer is up for debate, regardless. So that by the time they debate and tear it apart and have its no value, I'd rather bring my 2 cents in after everybody has added their 1 cent. Baseball season is starting. In pool, there's 16 balls on the table. Baseball season is starting. Full balls on the table. 7th inning stretch where one team stretches, but the other team is actually finished in the 7th, ready for the 8th and 9th. H and I. While the home team is 7, 8, and 9. They've connected the 7th gate to 8 and 9, where the actual road team is just playing 8 and 9, right? And there's no full inning until the first inning is up. And there's no full game until 30 eggs have been thrown into the basket in the 5th inning. Under rain delay, AIN, Atar Rota Sorto, A is 1 and S. R is A and R equals S. I is part of R splitting hairs. I don't have my video till Monday. And what I did want to say is number 57 can be made as 911. Let me see if I have it over here. Let me see where it is. Take the rabbit out of the hole. You're not in any rush, right? Right? You're not in any rush. Let me find this. Wow, here it is. By exposing this over here, okay, what would you have to go for 21, 1? X1, 1X. This is 911. 1, 5, and 0 are in the center. If the center creates 4 parts, 50, 50, 50, 50, because it's 2 worlds, it's 100 of each. Each part is worth 50, not a quarter. That's why you make the 88, because every house gets 2 blocks, okay? And then the 3rd block is what takes up its whole in its own space, but it slips into the 2 worlds to create a 3rd space that the 1st and 3rd world don't touch, but they come together in the 2nd world, creating that 4th and eternal world. 1 world connects the 2 worlds together. 1 and 1, and then 1 world connects the 2 together. Then from those 2 worlds, you get 1 world to go in between. So you get 2 worlds of connecting, one world of no value and one world of mixed value. Okay? Two worlds and one world. So now you got the spades, the clubs, the diamonds, and the heart. At the same time, 5 is in the area 0 that gets split in half by 1, creating 4. 0, 5, 1, 4, all in the same area. In which 9, because it's 9-11, grabs onto this side and grabs onto this side, and he makes 9 in the center. So you have 0, 5, 1, 4, 9. But in 9, he is an 8 because he now draws center to the two worlds. This M will now connect this X and X. Since this X and X is the way it is, X times X is 100. If you put another X here, okay, it'll be XXX equals 1,000. M is 1,000. So let me show you how that goes. See the way this V connects these two, but if you cut off these pieces, you end up with your M, which actually, look, it's X slanted on this side, X slanted on this side. You see the V in between? That's your baseball series coming to connect. Now, I don't know exactly how they fit. So you have now in the center position right here, where you thought you had all the numbers in the world, number 5 you don't get. That's for sure. 0 you don't get. That's for sure. That's the totality of your space is 10. You're minus 10 and minus 5 before anything begins. You're minus 15. Okay? 8 is only the result of what is in the 9 worlds. Okay? Within the 7th gate. So that really doesn't exist either. Okay? These connecting 4 worlds do exist. And your totality. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Or if we're on the clock, it'd be 3, 3, 6, 9. Do you understand what I'm saying? If this was on my clock says 12 hours. A round clock is 12 hours. Okay? So, if this was the number pad of your telephone, this would be 2 and this would be 8. At the same time, once you remove all the numbers, right? Remove 2, 4, 6, 8 because they play in the game. All you're left is 1, 3, 1, 3. In which 1, 3 turns into 1E, which becomes 15 and 13. Now, what does that do? 15 and 13 is the egg, man's egg, his head. It's what made him man. So now we have to know what makes the skull, what makes our bones. That's really definitely going to give us a huge, huge number. Okay, skull bones is 322. We want to know what makes up the bones. Anyways, there's something else in here I didn't say. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. We talked about the rhapsody, because the violin, the butterfly, the rhapsody, harpo, the tenor, the strings, numbers. Did we talk about numbers? 4 times 3, 4 times 6, 4 times 9. Why did we do that? Because 3 and 4 made 7, 6 and 4 made 10, 9 and 4 makes 13. So now we create our 3 worlds. 3 times 1, 3 times 2, 3 times 3, 3 times 4, 3 times 5, 3 times... you see I missed out 3. I missed out 6, and I missed out 9. I don't want any of those, because I know where those are. I want the other ones. I want to see what happens to the rest of them. So no matter what you do in the 3 house, everything will always turn to a 3, 6, or 9 all the time. Then you get to the 4. Everything has a reason for going together. 3 and 4 go together. They're 101. They're 77. The 4 creates the 0. Okay, you want me to show you how, did I show you how 4 creates a 0? But I did draw a violin. All right. Okay, what's next? Yeah, baseball season is starting, and they're bringing people into the stadium in Montreal. Okay, they're bringing people to Montreal. And they're going to play Toronto Blue Jays, TB, okay, TB 22, New York Mets, New at 5, New Westminster, New York 7, 57M, 574 comes into the stadium. Whatever it is, I don't like it. It's a promotion of some sort. You know what I'm saying? This baseball season is played on a diamond. The diamond is in the rough. You get the green jackets. You got a tiger out of the woods. You got a gold leash on a tiger because you can't hold down Tiger Woods in the woods. So you got a gold leash because he cheated on his wife. And you know, it's just here. Just wanted to take a quick look at this design here. You understand? They're bringing, it's all coming, my friends. It's coming soon, 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 soon. Have patience. It's going to happen in our lifetime. Don't you worry. It's going to happen in our lifetime. I am so utterly sure, or they're going to have to stop calling me Mrtacpans. Could be a cow. What's coming in the future? The future comes. You'll see when it gets here. It'll be what it is. I have my own notion on the future, so I can share it, and probably a lot of people know what it is. See the R letter? It's on a train, but they can jack. See that? This is a jack. Quack, 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 jack, 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 jack. This is part of the monopoly. It's also a design that you would connect these properties on a monopoly to rotas sorto. Do you understand? Replace rotas sator with monopoly, and you'll see where the letters go, and you'll be able to make the same design and pull out properties. Yeah, whatever it is, I don't really like to say what the future is, because first of all, if I'm wrong, you know, but if I'm right, but what purpose does it serve? I prepare my life for the future. If you're interested to know what it is, I can tell you, but still, couldn't tell you how to prepare. And if it doesn't happen, then I'd be wasting your time and setting you off only on the realm of my own thoughts. You have to take the vibration within the system. All I come out here to do is to show you that numbers come together and create words, create phrases and sentences, and tell stories. Stories of things that were hidden or that could be hidden in a different way of manipulating the alphabet. And that's what I do, to show that there can be some sort of code inside our alphabet. The same thing as there's a code, the same thing as there's a code on here. You can't read it, I can't read it, but a computer can read it. Okay? Or if you punch up the numbers on your computer to read what you did, it'll read it. It's just like this. Do you think the future, do you really think, I just came out of my fridge, do you really think all our foods are bad? No. We're more like test animals, let's say. This entire planet, or most of it, is a test plant. And the thing about this test plant, okay, is that in order to better who we are, wouldn't you like to hook up your mind to the computer system, to Matrix, and nobody can break in because they'd have to get into your head? Wouldn't you like that inside of yourself? Yes or no? Wouldn't you like to be a little bit stronger? We're all going to be a little bit stronger, and we'll all be like what happened to Superman's planet. How far do we want to go? And who stops, stops. Are we supposed to stop? Are we supposed to keep on going? Obviously, we keep on going. Whatever they're doing in the food stream is only for the better of us in the long run. But we don't live the long run. We live in the short run. So we let it affect us slowly, and we don't want anybody else to choose, because in the short run, we'd rather be less strong and more loving and more understanding than anything else than in the long run. So we're actually going through two dilemmas in the world we live. The long run and the home run and the grand slam. Did you know first base is number 72? Did you know the word card, A-R-D, okay, can be used as the D family Pluto angel connected to Mars? I don't know how to say that because it's Huard, human duck. Now, what did I say there? Are you trying to figure out what I said? Don't try and say it's a duck. Two little things I did yesterday. I did this little number gram. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can't start anywhere but on 3. 3 is the minimum. You cannot start anywhere. Why? Because 2 is nowhere. 2 is in 2 areas. 1 goes in the center of 2, becomes 3. 3 connects to 7, 6, 5, and 4. Connects to 4 on its own level. 4 is connected to 3, 6, 5, and 4, which means the two sides of one's mind, of one's man's mind. D, okay, which is now connected to E. D connected to E. D connected to 6. And through 5, E connected to 6. Why? 4 and 6, 5 and 6, 5 and 5, 5 and 4. In this area over here, we connect, and this is where you stop in gematria. Okay. Why do the languages or the numbers differ from each one? They're all codes. They're all, when you have nothing else to say because you've said everything already, you got to design something so you can re-say it another way to somebody else because the first person didn't understand, or you can't mix match the codes and go broken in the creation of the world. You don't have lost in translation. Lost in translation means lost for real. You go to war and you give in the bad code, you're lost for real. There ain't no more translation. In here, I can go from here to here and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I forgot to tell you in baseball, first equals 72 because it has R, S, and T. R, S, and T, and I are all in rotas, as I equals R in Pythagorean. So rotas would actually say first. Fi, because F6 is O6. IR is I and R is 18 and 9. R is 18 as I is in the same family. IRS is 19 as T in rotas. Tenant, opera. Tenant. So you have first. The word card. Has anybody ever seen the word card? I did something on it yesterday. It was really weird. First of all, we saw this. This comes from a movie. Is it the 8? Is it X? Is this 80? Does this say 80? What does this say? I don't know. It was the barnyard doors. And they said Jesus was born in the Granger. The Ranger. He was a stranger. Jesus was a stranger. Yeah, so this, if you count, there's 7 in between here. But there's 9 in between here. 7, 9. By moving one area of space on the outside, you come to 7, 9. Between here and here is 7. We have 7, 7, 7, 7. Or we have 7, 9, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 9, 7. I'm looking. What are you doing? I'm looking. Here's something I'm building. I do it all out of hand. Thank God the lumber isn't all. This is my lumber. This is my paper. This is my lumber. I can draw all day long until I get it right. If you bang the nail in the wrong spot without thinking before building, you're going to get it all wrong. Sometimes one mistake just dissolves the entire entity. So, I'm putting things in order. You all know my license plate. 6 equals 52 man. 8, 5, 2, 258. 258 is the center. 258. 258, 652. The only one, it goes like this. It goes a T, 258, 652. Okay, things are out of order. I need a secretary. Female, of course. Couldn't do, I know, it's got to be male. It's got to be male. I always want to receive the male, right? It's got to be male. Can't have females in this house. No, hold on a second. I got 2 in the bathroom. Why is it always the female, a fee? Man comes along, it's the male. Girl comes along, it's a female. Why, you have to pay the price? I don't get it. There's something a lot deeper than the thought. Anyways, I'm only joking. Yes, I could use someone to mop my floors and clean my dishes, and you know, I mean, look how dirty it is in there. You see that pot's in the wrong spot, and well, there's something in the wrong spot. Oh, there's a bag on the floor. So, but you know what? In the bathroom, see in the bathtub, I just finished mopping that for the third time this weekend. See, that's the good thing about taking advantage of not having internet. I'm mopping a little bit more now, watching some videos, but I still miss those numbers on Excel. I don't use it very much or enough, but enough now for the time that I have. It comes in handy quite well. You have to learn to surf. It has to be an easier page to surf somehow, smaller, more condensed in the future. But we have to have it bigger. We start putting pieces to it. Anyway, blah 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 blah. Talk too much. Talk too much. Okay, shut up. I said too much. In the last 5 minutes, I said more than I did, so don't take it to heart. And never take anything to heart. I'm no more different than the same as anybody else, and I'm much more lesser because you have the last choice. Thank you for watching. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. I did this video because M.E., okay, the sun, the New York sun, is going to be in Montreal. Raphael 7286. Thank you for watching.